guys ready? Does he go to Elk City on Friday? Billy or Bobby? Rob? There we go. 120. 125, 25, 30, going to get 35, going to get 35, 40 here, going to be 145, going to be 150, $1.50 here, going to be 150 here, 47.50, and 40, going to get 7 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half here, S 145, 6. $135, 35, 35, 35, 35, 40 here, 140 there, 35, 45, going to get 45, 50 there, going to be 155, 60, and 5, and now 70, 175, going to be 72 and a half, 75, 77 and a half, going to be 182 and a half, going to be 82, 55, 85, 87 and a half, going to be 87 and a half, 87, 50 now, 67, 87 here, going to be 67 here, going to be 87, 87, 87 here, so 186, Kaboo. $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, 2 and a half, 52 and a half, go to 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a 5, and 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 60, and now 60, going to get 60, going to get 60, going to 60, going to be 162 and a half, and 2 and a half, 10, 3, 5, and 7 and a half, 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 6, 7, and 7 and a half, going to be 16 and a half, going to be 9, 70, going to get 70, going to have 1, and 72, going to get 73, going to get 74 and a 5, and 76, 75, 6, 75, going to get 6, same way, 175. Where were you last week, Taylor? Was it worth it?
I'm not going to a funeral.
Yep. I spent most of mine at ball fields. $55, 55, 55, 55, about 7, 57, 57, 57, 60, even get 2 and a half, 5, and 5, 7 and a half, 70, now 72 and a half, 75, 75, 77 and a half, 77, 50, and 77 and a half, 77 and a half, 77 and a half here, Chris Boo, 175.
I spent my Saturday on a tractor going 2.5 miles.
$1.50. $1.50, 60, $1.50, 60, 70, 170, 180, 190, going to be 2, going to be 2, 5, going to be 2, 10, going to be 15, 20, and 225, going to be 225, and 5, here, going to be 225 and 30, and 30, 230, and 230, going to get 30, going to get 30, going to get 30, going to be 30 here, Antone, 225, Ricardo. Getting you confused like Dad does. $75.80 and 75.80 and 75 group 85 85 85 and 100 95 95 and 2 group 2 5 group 2 5 10 group 2 10 15 20 and 225 group 5 here group 225 30 and 30 230 and 25 group 30 30 30 230 30 here same way 225. Banned them to bring $3 in 3 weeks. You hope. Board higher. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 2 and a half, 55, 7 72 and a half, 72 and a half, 75, 75, 75, 77 and a half, 77 80, and now 80 there, 82 and a half, group 2 and a half, group 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 83, 83, 83, 83, 4, 5, 85, 85 here, group 85, 85, 85, 85, jiggy 5, 85 here, Cabinet Bull, 184, Cabinet Bull, 184. I got him. 65, and 75, 72, 75, 75, 77, group 82, group 85, 87, 87, 92 and a half, and 92 and a half, 5, and 97, 97, 97, group 2, group 2, group 2, now 2, now 2, now 1, and 2, 1, you get 1, and now 2, group 2, 102, group 2, now 2, 202, group 2, group 2, group 2, group 2, Gibbon, 201 bull. $1.50, 60, $1.50, 60, 70, 100, 70, 100, 70, 100, 70, 100, 70, 180, 190, 190, and 85 here, group 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, you give 85, group 85, group 85, 90, and 95, you get 95, 2, group 205, group 205, you get 5, and 210, group 210, 15, and 210 and 15, group 10 and 15, group 210 and 15, here, Ricardo, 210. Hi, Terrell. Sun's still shining. $1.75. 75, yes, 75, 75, 75, 75, 77, 77, 77, 77, 70, 50, and 70, 77, group 80, you give 82 and a half, 82 and a half, group 80, 2 and a half, group 81, 85, 1, 2, group 81, 2, group 83, 33, 4, group 85, group 86, 86, 7, group 87, 83, group 89, group 89, 89, 89, 109, group 85, group 9, Gibbon, 188 on boot. I got 2.2 inches. Did you get any of it Thursday? $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 2 and a half, 52 and a half, group 2 and a half, 52 and a half, group 52, 50, and 52 and a half, 52 and a half, 5, and 55, 57, 57, 57, 60, and house 60, 60, 60, group 60, 60, group 60, book 157 and a half. Lou, did you get much rain Thursday night? Thursday afternoon out here? A little bit. One by 4 and 1 by 5. Orleans Smith, pretty nice. Brad Evers. 1,500. 50, 16, and 53, group 16, group 17, group 18, 17, group 18, 17, group 18, group 17, group 18, group 19, group 2, now 1, and 21, 21, 21, 2, and 22, 2, now 3, 23, 22, 3, half, 3, now 23, now half, and 23 and a half, 23, 50, and 20, 3 and a half, group 20, 3 and a half, group 23 and a half, group 23, group half, Chris, 2,300 on 3. 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, going to be 40, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 5, 7 and a half, 50, and down 2 and a half, 51, and 51, 2, 1, 2, 3, going to get 53, going to get 54, 5, and 55, 6, 56, 55, going to be 600, going to be 55, going to get 6, Booker, 155, 11. Yep, 55, 55 and a half, 55, 55, 7 and a half, 62 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and to get about 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 6,600, and to get 6, 7 and a 7 and 7 of 8, now, hey, you give 8, 60, hey, and 9, to get 9, good 9, to get 9, and now, hey, daughter, and 9, good 9, to get 9, 70, to get 70, and 1, and 72, 71, 2, 71, to get 2, 71, to get 2, 1, going to be 2, Chris, 171, 10. A lot of cheeseburgers, Antone. Mm-hmm. Two and threes. $1.50. $1.55, and 55, 55, 60, 55, 70, 175, 75, 75, 75, 75, you get 75 here, 75 there, 75, 80, and 185, 85, 85, 85, and 90, you get 95, yeah, 95 here, 95, 95, 92, you get 2, good 2, good 2, 195, you get 2, Bryce, 195, 9 and Preg. A lot of people there. 35, yeah, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 50, and 37, 40, you get 2 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 47, 50, and 40, you get 7 and a half, now 50, and now 50, you get 50, you get 50, you get 50, you get cabinets 147, 50. Five-year-olds, $1.50. 55, yeah, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 5, and 70, now 5, now 75, 75, 80, 5, 85, and 90, and 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, to get 95, to get 95, to get 95, Chris, 190, 3X. Well, 35, yeah, 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 37, 37, going to be 37, 50, and 37, 40, to get 40, to get 40, to get 40, and 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, to get 2 and a half, 1, 3, and 43, 5, and 47, 47, to get 5, 7, sound 9, and 9, you get 9, 50, $1.53, to get 50, to get 45, to get 50, to get 9, to get 50, going to be 9, to get 50, grade 5, 149. Well, whoever got room 401 that day got a pretty good bill because we were in 411. I thought it was 401. There she goes. 35, 35, and 35, 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 40, and 2 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 50, and 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 55, 55, 55, that's side, 7 and a half, and 57, going to be 60, and how 60 here, 1, and 1, out 2, going to be 3, going to get 3, going to get 4, going to get 4, going to get 4, 65, and 5, 66 dollar, and 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7 here, going to be 7, going to get 7 here, going to be 7, same way, 166 on number 14, gray. 35, and 35, and 35, and 42 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 50, 2 and a half, 55, 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, going to be 60, not 2 and a half, and to get 1, to get 2, and 2, 3, to get 3, to get 3, and 2, to get 3, and 2, 3, 4, and to get 4 and a half, and to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, 600, and 66, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7 and a half, 8, going to be 8, 9, going to be 9, 70, and 73, going to be 70, to get 70, to get 70, there 1, and 70, 71, 71, 71, 71, you get 1, 71, 71, to get 71, to get 71, going to be 1, sold 170. Chris 10. Buys 100, sells 250. Buys 100, sells 250. Just got to keep it in circulation. $35, yeah, 35, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35. All gonna go, guys, right there. 35, 35, and 35, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 40, and 40, and 2 and a half, 5, and 47, and 50, and 50, jiggy, 51, 51, 51, 51, 2, 1, 2, 51, 2, 51, 2, 51, 2, 51, 2, 51, 2, 51, 2, 3. Now 53, 52, to get 3, 52, to get 3, D, 152, 1. That old cow trader, this Peterson, the yellow is coming here. 35, and 35, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 50, and 30, 7, 40, 40, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 47, 47, and half, 50, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 57, 57, 55, 600, and 55, going to be 6 here, 5, 6 here, 5, 6, Booker, 155, 11. Find the water leak. 110, 12 and a half, 10 and 12 and a half, going to be 110. All going to go, 100, that'll be 2 and a half, and 102 and a half, going to get 5, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 110, and 10, 12 and a half, going to be 10 and 12 and a half, going to be 115, and 15, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, and 23, going to be 20, 22 and a half, going to get 2250, and 25, and 25, 25, 25, 25, and 7 and a half, that's only 750, and 27 and a half, going to be 20, that's 7 and a half, going to be 20, going to get 7 and a half, going to be 27 and a half here, great, 125, 5X. Here's some pretty nice mamas. 2 by 7 and 2 by 8. Yeah. Are these wild? Are these wild? They are. 2,000 and 2,100 and 21 and 20 and 21, 21, 21, 2, we get 3 and 24, 25 here, 25, 6, 7 and 7 and 7 and 7 of 8, 27 of 8, going to be 9 and 3, 1 and 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 2, 31, 2, 33, 33, 33, 32, 3 and 33, we get 3, 33, we get 3, 33, we get 3 and 4 and 34, Brayton, you're out, 3,400 and 33, we get 4, we're going to be 33, we get 4, we're going to be 33, we get 4, we're going to be 33, Brayton, you're out, 34, now 5, 35, online, you're out, 3,500 and 35 and 3,500, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 3,500. You're going to be 34. Would you get 5? Chris, 3,400. 3. Nice cows, Chris. Here's what the bred to. Dollar. They preg checked him. He's open. Good. Well, who knows this world? Never know anymore. Dollar. $5 and $105 here. Good to be 105. Good to be 5 and 5. 105 and 5. Good to be 5. 105 and $105. Good to be 5. 10. Good to be 110. Good to be 115. Good to be 115. 20 and 25. Good to be 125. 30. Good to be 35. Good to be 35 and 5. Good to be 135 and 35. Good to be 35. Good to be 35. Good to be 35. Good to be 135. Good to be 35. 40. 140. 145. 145. 145. Jesus, you're out. 145. $145. Sold 140. Ricardo. What's her story? Old limping cow, $1.30. 135, 35, 35, 35, 40, 40, 5, 50, now 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 55, now 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 57 and a half, 60. It's 60 here, $60, 60, 60, now 60, given 157.50. $1.50. $1.55. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 55, and 65, 70, 75, 75, 80, 85, 85 and 90, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, 95, Ricardo, 190. $1.25. 125, 30, and 25, 30, and 45, good to be 30, good to be 30, good to be 30, 125, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, good to be 100 a quarter, $1, 105, 10, 15, 20, 5, 125, 30, 35, 132 and a half, now 5, 135, 5, 135, 5, S, 132 and a half, 6. 52 and a half, 50, 52 and a half, good to be 2 and a half, 55, now 7 and a half, now 16, now 2 and a half, 65, 7 and a half, now 70, 172 and a half, 72 and a half, 72 and a half, 72, 50, and 70, 52 and a half, good to be 70, 52 and a half, 5, and 75, 75, 75, 75, 5 here, 75, 750, and 77 and a half, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, here, great, 175, 10. Both of them crippled. $1. 110, and 110, good to be 110, bit of a 10, good to be 110, 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 $1 per pound, $1 here, good to be 1, $2 and a half, good to get 2 and a half, good to get 2 and a half, good to be 2 and a half, good to get 2 and a half, good to be 102 and a half, good to get 5, and 7 and a half, good to be 110, 12 and a half, good to be 10 and 12 and a half, 15, and 15, 7, 10 and a half, 20 here, good to be 125, and 25, 25, 25, 25, and 30, and 30, good to get 30, 25, good to get 30, now 5, and 35 here, 35, 35, 40, 140, good to get 40, 145, 145, 145, 145, 145, great, 140, 14.
That's the highest thing all day.
Cripple them all, Coy, cripple them all. 5 by 7s. 5 years and 7 months, 2,000, 20, 100, 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, and 2, and 25, going to be 2, 3, and 23, going to get 4, and 4, and 5, and 2,500, 625, going to be 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, going to be 27, going to be 2,800, and 20, going to get 9, 3, and 2,000, going to get 3, and 1, and 32, 32, 32, 32, 33, 33, 34 here, 33, now 4, and 33, 4, and 33, going to get 400, going to get 34, online you're out, 3,400, and 33, going to get 4, now 33, going to get 4, going to be 33, going to get 400, going to be 33, going to get 4. Garrison, 30, 300. No. Carol's dad, Tanner's dad up there. 4 and 5 years old, and they're 5 and 6 months bred. Who are we working on, then? B&H consignment, guys. Right there, you're going to be 1,500. 15 half, 15 and a half. They're young and they're bred. They're just not just the best looking things in the world. But you know what? You spend a little time and a little money on them, they'll sure shape up and look all right. Nope, I think they all need to go. 1,500. 15, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 19, 2, and 2000, 1, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2, and 21, 2, 3, and 23, going to be 23, going to be 23, now 4, and 24, 25 here, 25, 600, 26, 7, and 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, and 27, 800, and 27, going to be 2800 here, going to be 27, going to be 8, same way, 2700. He's got the money to take care of him. Here's some more. 7 and 8 years old. They're 5 to 6 months bred. 2,000. 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2100 here, going to be 2100 here, going to be 2100 here, going to be 2100, and 21, and 21, 21, now 2, and 2200, now 3, and 22, 23, 23, together, you're going to be 22, now 3, brighten you out, 22 together, you're going to be 22 together, you're going to be 22 together, 3, and 23, 4, and 24, 5, and 26, 6, 7, and 27, and 7, and 7, and 7, and brighten you out, 2700, and 2700, you're going to get 2700, you're going to be 2700, and 26, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, here, you're going to be 2700 here, 26, 7. Garrison, 2600. Here's the older cows. They're 5 to 7 months. Older cows are 5 to 7 months. 1,500. 15 and a half. 15 and a half here. 16 and a half. And 16, 17, 17 and a half. 17 and a half. Going to be 18 and a half. 18 and a half and 19. Bit of a 19. Going to be half here. 1950. And 19 and a half here. Now 2. And 2,000. Going to be 2. Now 1. And 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2100. And 2100. Going to be 2100 here. Got 2. Now 1. And 2100 here. 21, 21, 21, 21, 2100. And 21. Going to be 21. Going to be 100. Braden, 2,000. Lancaster. Eight-year-old, they're 4 and 5 months. 10 years. 4 and 5 months, 10 years. 4 and 5 months. $1.20. Wham, 120. 125, 25, and 25, 25, 25, 25, and 5 here, 5 and 30, we get 30, now 30, now 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, going to be 5, and 35, 37, and 37, and 40, and 40 here, and 42 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 5, and 45, 47, and 47, and 47, and 47, 50, and 40, we get 7 and 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half here, S, 145, 7. Five-year-olds are open. 4 and 5s are open. 130. 135, 35, 35, 35, and 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 45, going to be 145, you get 5, 50, and 5, and 55, 60, 65, and you get 70, we get 75, and 75, and 80, 5, going to be 85, and 100, we get 95, and 95, and 95, we get 95, we get 95, we get 95 here. Chris, 100, 3X. 35, and 35, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, we get 35, we get 35, now 7 and a half, 37, and 37, and 37, and 40, we get 40, now 2 and a half, 42, 55, and 45, 47, and 47, and 50, and now 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, we get 5, and 55, 57, and 57, and 60, we get 62 and a half, we get 2 and a half, we get 5, and 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, we get 5, we get 5, Booker, 162 and a half, 11. Here comes 12 more. All going to go, guys. All on the thinner side. They're all going. Daughter. 105, and 105 here, go to 105, we get 5 and 10, go to 110 and 15, 115, 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 20 here, 15, 20, and 20, 23, go to be 125, go to be 125, 30, and 35, we get 35, 35, 2 and a half, 5, and 35, 37, 37, 37, 40, and 42 and a half, we get 2 and a half, go to be 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, we get 5, and 45 here, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, and 45 there, we get 45, 7 and a half, and 40, we get 7 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 50, and $1.50 and a half, 50 and 2 and a half, get 2 and a half, 2 and a half, get 255, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 7 and a half, and 59, 7 and a half, get 57 and a half, get 57 and a half, 57 and a half here. So 155, Chris 15. You know how many we got in for Tuesday and Wednesday? 51. I don't know yet. These are all 2-year-olds. One's a 7. They're all going to go from 2 to 7. 50 cents a pound. 60 cents a pound. 70 cents a pound. 80 cents a pound. 80. 90. 85, 90. 95. Now $1. $1 a pound. $1. $1.05. 110. 15. $1.15. Sold 110. Gray X. Eight to 10-year-old or 3 months bred, short bred. 135, 35, 35, 35, 37, 37, 42 and a half, 45, 47, going to be 52 and a half, 52 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 5, and 55, and 55, 57, 57, 57, 50, $57 and a half. Now 60, $60, $60 to you, $60, and 60, 60, 62 and a half, 162 and a half, sir, we're out. Now 5, 165, sold, 162 and a half. What's that name? Snow. Some of y'all probably ready for it to snow a little bit. Eight to 10, 5 to 7 months, 8 to 10 years old, 5 to 7 months, guys. All right there, 2,000, 2,100, 21, 20, 21, 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, 23, 24, 24, 5, and 25, 6, and 25, 50, and 25 of the van, 25 of the van, 25 of the van, going to be 25, 50, and 25 of the van, going to be 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 25, going to be half, 25, going to be half, Braden, 2,500, Lancaster. Here's a wake house. 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 42 and a half, 45, 7, 52 and a half, 55, 57, 57, 60, and how 60, 60, 60, going to be 2 and a half, and 2 and a half. What about 1? Has it get 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 1? Dollar and a half. Booker, 160 on nothing. I have no idea. Wave again, 35. We're all going to go 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 40, and 40, 40, 40. We're going to get 2 and a half, 45, 47, 47, 47, going to be 47, 50, and 50, we're going to get 50, we're going to get 50, 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, 55 there, 55, 55, 55, 9, 55, we're going to get 5, we're going to get 5, we're going to get 5 here, Booker, 52 and a half, 11. 7 of them. 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 37, 42 and a half, 45, 7, 50, 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 51, 3, and 52 and a half, 53, 54, 54, 55, 55, 55, 6, 7, and 57, 8, 57, 8, 57, 8, and 9, group 9, 59, 8, 9, and 9, daughter, group 9, 3, group 9, daughter, group 9, 3, 59, daughter, group 9, 3, group 9, 59, group 9, book 158, 12. Hang on, Ricardo. Mike Wright. 52 and a half, 52 and a half, 5, 55 now, 75, 57, 57, 57, 60, and now 61 has a good one, 2, group 2, 61, 2, and 2, 3, group 3, and 2, group 3, group 2, 3, group 2, group 6, 4, as a good 4, 5, as a good 5, and now 66, 7, and 7, 7, hey, group 9, group 9, group 8, and 9, and 9, daughter, group 9, group 9, daughter, group 9, here, gray, 168, 10. Daughter, 105, and 105 here, good 105, good 5 and 10, good 110, 110, and 15, 20, and 20, 25 here, 25 and 30, good 30, not 30, and 25, good 30, good 30, 25, 30, 30, 30, and 25, good 30, good 35, and 35, and 35 here, 35, 40, and 40, 140, 40, 40, good 40, good 40, good 40, good 40, good 40, Kevin, it's 135X. $52 and a half, 50, we get 2 and a half, good 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, we get 55, 55, 55, 55, 75, 57, good 60, we get 60, and 2 and a half, good 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, 1, as a get 1, 2, good 2, we get 2, 3, we get 3, 4, good 64, 65, as a get 5, as a get 5, as a get 5, as a get 5, we get 5 here, Gibbon, 164. $65, and 65 and a half, 72 and a half, 75, 75, 77, group 82 and a half, 85, 87 and a half, 87 and 90, and 90, 92 and a 5, and 97, 97, group 2, 2 and a half, group 2 and a half, group 2, 1, 3, and 3, 5, and 2, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, and now 5, 5, 6, and a half, group 6 here, 5, 7, and 7, 8, 9, group 9, 10, group 2, 10, 11, and 2, 10, 11, 11, 2, 11, 2, 11, group 2, 11, 2, 11, group 2, 11, Gibbon Bull, 210X. Just 50, plain old 50? Yeah. 60. 60 cents a pound. 50 an ounce, 60. Got it. 60. That's half a hundred. One. No, I'm not going nowhere. We gotta work the Mustang High School cheer firework booth.
You bet. I'll probably go help with the Weatherford Wrestling event. They have one. My buddy's in charge of it.
But Mustang. $55, 55, 55, 55, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 60, and 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, 5, and 7 and a half, 70, we get 72 and a half, 72 and a half, now 5, 75, Gibbon, 172 and a half. Which one do you want, sir? Okay. 55, 55, 55, 57, 57, 62 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 750, and 70, we get 70, we get 70, we get 2 and a half, 75, and 75, 77 and a half, going to be 80, 180 there, 80, you give 80 there, 80, Chris, 177 and a half, 3X. I don't think she'll hurt you too bad, just a little bit. It won't hurt too bad. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 35, 40, and 35, 42 and a half, you get 2 and a half, 5, and 45, 45, 45, 45, 47, 47, 50, and 2 and a half, you get 2 and a half, you get 5, and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 7 and a half, and 57 and a half, going to be 60, and now 60, we get 60, we get 60, we get 60, but about 60, going to be 60 here, Gibbon, 157 and a half.
Getting closer. Down there in Texas at the sheep and goat sales, they keep big goats in there and they lead them, the sheep and goats, to the ring. They'll even,
Really?
they'll take them on the scales and then they'll holler.
2-year-old there, guys, $2. 205, she's open, 205, and 25, going to be 10, going to get 15, going to be 220, going to get 5, going to be 30, going to get 5, going to get 40, going to get 5, going to be 50, going to get 5, and 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 60, 260, 265, 270, 270, and 270, going to get 270, going to get 270, and Tone, 265. Another 2-year-old, $1.50. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, $1.65, now $0.70, now 70, going to be 80, going to get 90, going to be 2, going to be 5, going to be 205, 205, and 10, and 210, 15, 20, and 225, 225, going to get 30, 30, 30, and 5, and 35 here, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, yeah, Bryce, and 235, going to get 5, 235, going to get 5, 235, 40, and 240, and 35, 40, 40, 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, going to get 40, going to get 40 here, Bryce, 235 on 9. She was open, wasn't she? I believe she was already open. 55, 55, 57, 55, 75, 62 and a half, 65, 65, 70, 70, 172 and a half, 72 and a half, 72, 50, and 70, we get 2 and a half, going to be 70, we get 2 and a half, 5, and 75, 75, both out, 75 here, 75, 75, 75, D, 72 and a half, 1. $265. 2 and open. $1.50. $1.55. Yeah, 55. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. She's open, boys. 155, 60, 55, 65, 70, 75, now 80, 80, you give 85. 85, 85, 85, 85, 85 here. 85, 85 there. Good to be 80, good to be 5. Sold 180, gray 9. Four-year-old, she's open. $1.50. $1.55. 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, and 5, 70, 75, good to be 75, 80, good to be 85, 85, 85, and 100, good to get 90, good to get 90, good to be 95, and 105, not 2, good to be 2, good to get 2, good to be 2, good to be 2, good to be 2, good to get 2 here, Chris, 195, 3X. How old? 10 and open. 35, yeah, 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 40, 40, 40, 40, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 45, 45, 45, you get 5, 45, 47, 47, 47, 50, 40, 7, going to be 40, 7 and a half here, so 145, gray 5. 9 years, 3 months. 135, 35, 40, 35, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, that 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half. Three-year-old, $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, and 65, 70, 5, and 75, give 80, 85 here, 85 and 90, 5 and 2, 2, 5, and 2, whole 5, 5, 10, going to be 2, 10, 15, 20, and 225, and 225 here, 5, 225 here, 30, and 235, and 35 here, 35, 35, 35, 235, Bryce, and 235, 235, 235 here, and Tone, 230. 135, 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 37, 40, 42 and a half, 45, 45, 47, 50, and 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 52 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 2 and a half. Booker, 150. Five years, 7 months. 1,500, 15 and a half, 15 and a half here, half here, 16 and a half, and 16 and a half here, 17, 1750, and 17 and a half. He's out 17 and a half, and 17, 18, 18, 1800, and 17 and a half, 18, 1800, 18, 18, 17 and a half, 18, 18, 18, 1800. Sold 17 and a half, Johnny Street, online buyer. 35, yeah, 35, 35, 35 half, and 37, 40, 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 45, 45, 47, 47, 47, 50, $1.50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, 2 and a 5, and 55, 57, 57, 57, 60, 2 and a half, 2 and a 5, and 65, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, going to be 67 and a half here, Booker, 165. Antone. Hey. Two-year-old, $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 60, 55, 70, 175, 75, 80, 85, 85, 85, 90, 95, 95, 95, and 2, good 2, 5, 10, 15. You got Antone, 20, 220 Bryce, 225 Antone, 225, 30, 230 Bryce, 230, and 25, 30, and 25, 30, and 25, 30, and 30. Now 5, 235, 235, 235, 5, Bryce, 230 on 9. 35, yeah, 35, 37 and a half, and 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 50, and 30, 57, going to be 30, 57, going to be 30, 57, 40, and 42 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 45, 47, 47, 50, and 52 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 250, S, 150 on 4. $35, yeah, 35, 35, 35, 37 and a half, and 30, 57, going to be 35, now 75, going to be 30, now 75, going to be 30, 57, going to be 25, 7 and a half, 30, and 30, 32 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 5, and 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, now 40, and 40, 40, 40, 40, 42 and a half, and 42 and a half, 5, and 45 here, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45 here, gray 5, 142 and a half. 10 by 4 maybe. 10 by 6. Don't really like her bag that well. $1.25. 130, now 5, now 40, 140, now 2 and a half, 45, 47, 47, 50, $1.50, 50, 50, 52 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 7, 57, 57, 57, 55, 57 and a half here, that's 155, 7. 5-year-old, $1.50, now 5, 55, 55, 60, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a half, bit of 5 here, going to be 2 and a half, 5, and 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 70, 70, 70, and 73, 170, 170, deep one, 167.50. Five-year-old, she's open. $1.75. 175.80 and 75 and 75 75 75 75 75 75 75 and 75 75 75 75 75 $1.50. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 5, and 75, 70, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, Chris, 173X. 110. 110, 20, and 10, 20, 110, 20, good to be 10, 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 20, and 20, now 5, and 25, 30, 30, now 30, and 25, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, here, S, 125, 1. $17. 9 by 7. 9 years and 7.5 months bred. Who get $2,000 on that cow? 2,000, not 1, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 20, not 2, and 3, and 22, and 3, and 23, 4, and 24, 24, and 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 5, and 2,500, and 2,500, going to be 2,500, and 2,500, going to be 2,500, going to be 25, going to be 100, now half. 25 and a half, Braden. 25 and a half, going to be 6. 2600, Braden. 25.50. $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 2 and a half, 55, 87 and a half, 60, and now 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 63, 4, and 3, 4, 3, 4, bit of 4 here, 3, 4 here, book 163, nothing. $35, 35, and 37, 42 and a half, 45, 47, going to be 50, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 5, 55, 7, 57, going to be 60, and now 60, going to get 60, going to be 60, going to get 60, given 157.50. You ever notice they take turns? They take turns. You ever notice that? It'll be Booker's time now for cabinets.
You would be a lot cheaper if they were taking turns.
10 years and 6 months. 2000, 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 100, 100, 2, and 21, 2, and 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 2200, and 2200, going to be 2200, going to be 2200, here, going to be 21, going to get 2. Braden, 2100. Wake out, 35, 35, 37, going to be 40, going to get 2 and a half, 45, 47 and a half, 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 $50, $50, 150, and 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, now great, 147.50 on 5. Booker or Cabinets' turn. Yeah, maybe not. 10-5. 10 by 5, 2000, 20, 100, good cow, 20, 100, and 21, and 24, and 20, and 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 2200, and 25 to get 2, and 2200, going to be 25 to get 200, and 21, 2, 22, 22, 2200, and 2150, and 21 and a half, going to be 21 and a half here, and 21 and a half here, going to be 21 and a half here, wire then, $1.50, $1.55, 60, 5, 70, $1.70, $1.70, 65, 70. Booker, 165, nothing. Told you. Yeah, but you see now the other time. Yes, absolutely I do. Two-year-old, she's open. $1.70. 175, 75, and has 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, and 75, 80 here, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, 85, you give 85, go to 85, 90, go to 90, go to 95, and 95 and 2, go to 205, go to 210, 15, 225, and 225 and 30, and 32, 35, 35, 35, 35, you get 5, and 35, you get 5, 35, you get 5, 35, you get 5 here, Bryce, 230, I'm 9. 8 and Preg. Old cow, 35, and 35, and 35, 35, 37, and 37, and 40, and 42, and 2 and a half, 5, and 45, 47, and 47, and 50, 50, going to be 50, 150, $1.50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, D, 52 and a half, 1. Now it's either Gibbon or Cabinets. She's bred. 10 before, she's crippled. $1.20. 125, 25, 35, 35, 40, 100, 42 and a half, gonna be 2 and a half, 45, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and 50, and 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, 47 and a half, here's 47 and a half, 50, and now 50 and a half, 50, 50, $1.50 there, gonna get 52 and a half, gonna be 2 and a half, gonna get 2 and a half, cabinets, 150 on X. Timber $5.50. 52 and a half, 5, and 55, 57, about 60, now 60, now 60. 8 years and 5 months. I'm going to start over. 2,000, 8 by 5 plus. 2,000, 20, 100, 20, 200, 21, get 2, and 25, get 2, 3, and 23, 23, 22, 50, and 20, get 2 and a half, group 20, get 2 and a half, group 22, 50, and 22 and a half, group 2 and a half, get 2 and a half, group 22 and a half, group 22 and a half, here, group half. Chris, 55, 2,200. 35, yeah, 35, and 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 40, $1.40, 40, 40, we get 42 and a half, we get 2 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 and 5, and 45 here, 47 and a half, and 47 and 50, $1.53, we get 2 and a half, 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 52 and a half, 5, 55, and 55 and a half, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, going to be 155, Rob. Cabinets, 52 and a half, nothing.
I bet he'll let you have her.
Eight years and 5 months, 2,000, 2,100, yeah, 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 22, and a half, 3, 4, and 24, 24, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, going to be 24, 50, and 24 and a half. She's 8 by 6, she's 8 by 6, 24 and a half, now 5, now half, now half, 550, and 25 and a half, 25, 50, now 6, and 2,600 here, 5 and a half, going to be 2,600, and 25 and a half, going to be 2,600 here, 5 and a half, going to be 6, Garrison, 25, 50. Not his turn. Whaler. Hi, buddy. You feeling better? Good. 85, 85, 85 and 95, 95, 95 and 2, group of 2, now 5, group of 2, 5, group of 2 and a half, group of 2, 2 and a half, 5, and now 5, 7 and a half, 7 and 10, group of 2, 10, 2, 10, 8, 9, 2, 9, 10, 2, 11, 2, 11, 12, 11, 12, and 13, we get 13, we get 14, we get 14, 14, and 13, 14, 15, 16, and 16, $16, and 17, we get 17, now 17, we get 17, we get 17, we get 17, now 17, Gibbon Bull, 216. You know how to write it too, Rob? $65, and 65, and 65, 7 and a half, and 67 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 70, 172 and a half, 72 and a half, 75 here, 75 there, 75, and 75, 77 and a half, 77 and a half, group of 80, $1.80 there, 80, give 80, and now 80 there, 80, 80, 80 there, 180 here, same way, 177.50. Get ready. $1.50. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, 55 there, 55, 60, 165, and 70, 170, 170, $1.70, 170, that's 165, nothing. What you seeing, Tone? Huh? Bundles. Where is the little bundle at? Don't want to hang out with Uncle no more? It happens. You notice my little dude don't come with me no more. Mine's not allergic to that. It's not as cool anymore to come out here. Yeah. I even upped it to $40. I said, I'll give you 40 if you come sell the baby calf. Nah.
You don't offer me that.
That water park's a lot funner than OKC West. You gonna type all those in? Oh my goodness. 135, 35, 37, 37, 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 45, 47, 47, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, 5, and 57, 57, 60, and 1, and 1, has a good 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 64, 5, 65, 6, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, 67, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7 here, but 7 here, going to be 7, 7 here, going to be 7, 7 here, going to be 67. Cabinets 3, 166. You write all that out there. 166 cabinets 3. I just put CWM. I don't write all that nonsense. Hold the last deal up. Hold the last deal up.
Tell him not to pin him until we talk to him.
It's going to make them weigh 12, 14. We'll see if there's 28. Maybe. They're counting them. Not this deal. Oh. What did I say that made them weigh? There's 28. Makes them weigh 12, 14. 12, 15.
You still okay with that?
Everybody good? Okay. 14 here. 135, 35, 35, 35, 35, and 35, 37, going to be 40, going to get 2 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 47, 50, now 50, and 55, 2 and a half, going to get 2 and 5, and 55, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 8, 60, and half 1, and to get 1, has a good 1, 2, 2, and half 2, 3, going to get 3, and half 2, 3, and half 2, going to be 3, going to get 3, 62, 3, and 2, 3, going to get 3, going to get 3, going to be 3, going to get 3, book, 162, 12. Thank you. One 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 42 and a half, 45, 47, going to be 50 now, 50, 50, 50, 50, 2 and a half, 52 and a 5, 55, 57, 57, going to be 60 and 1, as a good one, has a good one, 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 dollar bond here, dollar bond here, going to be 61, as a good one here, dollar bond here, Booker, 160, 13. 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 37, 37, 42 and a half, 45, 47, 47, 50 and a half, 50, 50, 50, 50, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 2 and a 5, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 5, and 55 here, 55 here, 55 there, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, Booker, 152 and a half. 35, 35, 35, 35, half, and 37, 35, 37, 37, 40, 40, 40, 40, you get 2 and a half, you get 2 and a half, you get 5, 45, 7 and a half, 47, 47 and a half, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 52 and a half, and 2 and a half, 5, and 55 and a half, 50, sure, and 55 and a half, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, book, 52 and a half. 11. Bob, you need a puppy? You sure? 100%? Just thought I'd ask. Might have a litter of pups for sale next week right here in this ring. Might have a little puppy auction. 0.
Why you don't bring it in tomorrow and we sell it right here?
Uh-huh.
Why can't you bring it in tomorrow and we sell it right here?
We can. Tomorrow?
I promise you, we'll get rid of it one way or the other. We put him in the pickup outside.
Antonio, you want to take a trip to Booker? I got to take one of those pups to Bryce. You want to go? I got to take one of those puppies to Bryce. You want to go with me?
Where?
Bryce Haynes?
Yes.
Let's go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far is it?
Oh, a couple hours.
We come back like tomorrow?
Yeah. 3 hours. Thor, you take it to Bryce? Sure. Sorry, Bryce, about your luck. Thor's going to bring you a puppy next week. Huh?
As long as we get back right here by 8:45, we're okay.
Looks like it's going to be a little bit. So if you guys need to go do something for a few minutes, and we'll get back to the program just as soon as I get caught up. secret stash. All right, back to action, fellas.
Male, 30. Hey, you might as well wait and let her put it in.
Why?
Because you're going to be stopping again. So just wait.
I'd like to go. 35, yeah, 35, and 35, 37, and 35, 40, and 40, we get 42 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 47, and 50, and 50 and a half, 1, 2, 51, 2, 3, 4, and 55, we get 55, going to be 6, 57, and 57 of 8, 57 of 8, group of 9, group of 9, we get 9, group of 9, 60, and 1, 2, 2, 3, we get 3 in hand, 2, 3, 4, and 64, 5, and 65, and 65, 65, 65, what about a half, 4 and a half, and 4 and a half, we get 4 and a half, we get 4 and a half, going to be 4 and a half, we get 4 and a half here, cabinets, 164. On number 3, 164. It's about to sprinkle. Anyway. Cabinets, what number? What'd you put them on? 3? 110, and 110, here, good to be 110, 15, and 20 here, and 25, 125, and 30, we get 30, we get 30, and 25, 27, and 27 and a half, and 27, and 30, and 30, we get 30, good to be 32 and a half, we get 2 and a half, good to be 2 and a half, good to be 32, 50, and 30, we get 2 and a half, good to be 30, we get 2 and a half, good to be 30, we get 2 and a half, here, great, 135. Ah, these flies. $35, yeah, 35, and 35, 35, 37, and 35, 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 40, and 40, 40, 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, we get 5, and 47, and 47, and 50, another 52 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 5, and 57, and 57, and 57 and a half, 57 and a half here, Cavus, 155, 3. 25, yeah, 25, and 25, 25, 27, and 27, and 27, and 25, 27, 50, and 20, we get 7, going to be 20, 7, and 30, and 30, we get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 5, and 35, 37, and 37, and now 40, and 40, 43, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40 here, Campus, 137 and a half. $35, yeah, 35, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 37 and a half, and 37, going to be 30, we get 7 to 40, and now 40, we get 2 and a half, 45, 45, 45, 45, 47, 50, and 50, we get 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 50 here, same way, 147 and a half, but one cabinet's 3. $35, yeah, 35, and 37, about 42 and a half, 45, 47, and 47, and 50, and 2 and a half, and 2 and a half, 52, 50, and 50, and 2 and a half, we get 52 and a half, we get 52 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half, cabinets, 150 on 3. $1. $1, $8 here, $1, 5, $5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, 105, now 10, going to be 110, and 15, going to be 115, 115, 20, and 25, 23, going to be 125, and 25, 25, 25, 25, going to be 125, going to be 125, going to be 125 here, so 120, 5X, gray. Huh? Just X. 35 and 35 and 35, 37 and 37 and 42 and a half, 42 and a half, 45, 47 and 47 and 47 and 47 and 50 and then 50 and 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, Booker, 147 and a half.
They forget to close the head gate. We got to buy a little more time, so we better autumn. Most likely.
120, 125, 25, 25, 25, 30, 32 and a half, 32 and a half, 35, 35, 35, 35, 7 and a half, and 37 to 40, and 143, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, did you get 40? 2 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 47 and a half, Antone, 145. Thirty-five, yeah, 35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 40, and 40, 40, 40, you're going to get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, not 2 and a 5, and 45 here, 45 there, 45, you get 5, and 45, you're going to get 5, 7 and a half, and 40, you're going to get 7 and a half, going to be 40, you're going to get 7 and a half, going to be 40, and they both have 47 and a half here, book, 145, nothing. 135 and 35 and 37 and 37 and 37 and 30 40 and 40 42 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to get 45 47 and 47 and 50 and 2 and a half, 55 and 57 and 57 and 57 and 57 and a half, 57 and a half here, Booker, 155 nothing. Daughter, 105, and 105 here, good 105, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, to get 5, 105 here, good 105, to get 5 here, yes, $1, 1.
What are you doing? You wouldn't spill Red Bull all over you.
$1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, anybody else? 155. Give him Bull, 150.
Where are you going? You say you got to go to Colorado? Where at?
Aspen.
Are you for baseball?
Could be.
What a man.
85, 85, top here, good to be 85, 85, 85, 85, 87, 85, 87, 90, and 100, to get 2 and a half, 95, and 97, 97, 97, 97, 97, 67, 97, and 97, 90, heavy to get 90, heavy to get 90, heavy to get 97, 90, heavy to get 90, hey, cabinets, boo, 197. Yeah, it's like Monday and Tuesdays is like skill days, like throwing and base running and hitting and for 2 days. And then you got the next 2 days is pool play, Wednesday and Thursday is pool play. And then Friday and Saturday is the tournament, the actual tournament. But you got to be there all frickin' week. $75, yes, 75, 75, 77, group 82, group 2, group 82, group 82, group 82, group 2, 5, 85, 85, 87, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, group 87 and a half, given 185, boo. 6 and open. $1.50. $1.55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 50, $1.55, 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, $55 here, Chris, 150, 3X. Nice little stock cow, Chris. Not as good as those other two. Which cost a lot less. Oh, 50 cents a pound. 55. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 here, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55. Kelsey, did you bid? Sold 50 S1.
Cost just as much as baby calf.
Cheaper than a baby calf. Don't care. $110, 15, and 10 and 15, going to be 110 and 15, going to be 15, 20, going to be 120, 120, 125, and 25 here, 30, going to get 35, and 35, 35, 40, going to be 140, going to be 140, going to be 140, going to be 140, did you get 40? Great, 135, 5. $52 and a half, and 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to get 55, and 57 about 60, and now 61, going to be 2, going to get 2, going to be 2, going to get 3, going to get 4, going to get 4, now 63, 4, and 3, going to get 4, going to be 3, going to get 4, going to be 3, going to get 4, Gibbon, 163. Did you tell Clay to send them babies up? Any response? Maybe. Right now? Older cows, 3 to 4 months, 3 to 5. 135, and 35, and 37, going to be 40, and 2 and a half, 45, 47, going to be 50, going to get 2 and a half, going to get 5, and 57, 57, going to be 60, 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 1, and 2, and now 2, 3, going to get 3, going to get 4, going to get 4, going to get 5, and hands, going to get 5, going to get 64, 5, and going to get 4, 5, going to get 5, going to get 5, going to get 5, here, Booker, 164, 11. Seven and 8 months bred. 8 to 10 months bred, or 8 to 10 years old guys are heavy bred. 2000, 20, 100, and 21, and 24, and 20, and 21, 21, 21 and a half, and 21 and a half, 21 and a half, 21 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 22, 50, and 22 and a half here, about 3, and 23, 23 and a half, 23 and a half, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 5, and 25 and a half, 25 and a half, 25 and a half, 25 and a half, 25, 50, 25 and a half, John, you're at 25 and a half, 25, 50, Johnny, now 6, 2600, 26 Braden, 2600 and a half, and 26 and a half, and 26 and a half here, Johnny, and 20, going to get 6 and a half, going to be 26 and a half, going to be 2650, and 26 and a half here, half here, so 2600, Braden. White cows here, 35, 35, 35, 30, no, and 35, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 40, and 40, 40, 40, going to get 2 and a half, 45, and 45 here, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 47, 50, and 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to be 250, and 50, and 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, bit of a half here, going to be half, Booker, 150, 12. Weigh them up to your cash right here, 35, 35, and 37, 42 and a half, 45, 7, 50, 2 and a half, 5, and 57, 57, going to be 60, going to get 60, going to get 60, and 7 and now 60, and now 60, going to get 60, going to get 60, going to be 61, and get 1, has get 1, get 1, get 1, get 1, get 1, get 1, you get 1 here, 1, 100, 1 here, going to be 1, Gibbon, 160. One shortbread one's open. Okay. $60 cows just got unloaded at the chute. We'll have to wait on them. Could be a long day. I got time to go to the house and get that puppy for Bryce. 35, yeah, 35, 35, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, now 40, 40, 42, and a half, 2, and a half, 5, and 47, 47 and a half, and 40, 7, going to be 40, 7, going to be 40, 7, going to be 47 and a half here, Chris, 145, 55. Is it raining? Is it going to? Nothing? Another break? All right, guys, we'll take another little break. back in the ring. Yeah, let's just sell what we got because I'm gonna sell some of these baby calves and get some of these people out of here. $3 old. She's 7 months bred. $1,000. 1,100, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 13, 13, 14, 15, 1,500, 14, 1,500, and 15, and 1,400, and 15, 50, 14, going to be 15, 16, and 53, going to be 1,600, and 15, going to be 1,600, 53, going to be 16, 16, going to be 1,600. Dylan, 1,500. Should be bringing those calves in, Ricardo. So much times 4. 4 little heifer calves. 500. 550 and 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, going to be 6.5 and 6.5, 700, 700, 750 and 7.5, going to be 850, 8.5, going to be 8.5, 900, 900, 900, 950 and 9.5, going to be 10 and 9.5, going to be 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, going to be 1,000 and 1,000, going to be 1,000, going to be 1,000. Kevin Peck, 950. Here's the boys, 500. 550 and 550, 55 out of 5, 55 out of 5, 55 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 600 and a half and 700, 750, 7 and a half, 800, 800, 850 and now 900, 950 and now 1,000, going to be 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Kevin, you're out. 1,000 and 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. He's out. 1050. Now 1150. Now 12. 1,200, Kevin. 1,200 and 1,200, 11 of 5, going to be 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, going to be 1,200, 12. Sold, 1,150. Giovanni. $500. 500, 5, 500, 500, 500, 500, 550, and 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, going to be 550, and 555, 55 out of 5, 5 out of 600, and 5 out of 5, going to be 650, and 50, 50, 50, and a half here, and half, 650, and 6 and a half, 6 and a half, Kelsey out, 650, now 7, now half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 750, and 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, going to be 750, 750, Kevin, 700, Kevin Peck. That should be all the calves, guys. $35, yeah, 35, and 35, 34 and a half, and 37 of going to be 40, going to get 2 and a half, going to get 45, and 45 here, 47 of 47 and a half, 50, going to get 50 and a half, 52 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 55, 55, 7 and a half, 57 of 60, and now 60, going to get 60, going to get 60, going to be 60, going to get 60, Booker, 157 and a half, 13. Older cows are 5 months bred. Older cows are 5 months bred. 2,000, 2,100, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21 and a half, and 21 and a half, 21 and a half, 21 and a half, 21, 2, and 2,200, and 21 and a half, going to be 200, going to be 2, 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 200, and 2,200, and 20, going to get 200, going to be 20, going to get 200, going to be 2,200, and 20, going to get 200, going to be 2, going to be 2,200. I sold them 21.50. Chris 16. 2,000, 2,100, 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, and 2,100 here, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2,100 here, going to be 2,100 here, going to be 2,102, and 23, and 23, 23 and a half, 23 and a 4, and 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 5, and 25, 50, and 25 and a half, going to be 26 and a half, and 7 and a 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 750, and 20, 7 and a half, going to be 2750, and 20, 7 and a half, going to be 2800, and 28 Johnny, and 2800, going to be 2800, going to be 2800, Johnny, you're out, 2900, and 28 midnight, and 28 900, going to be 28 900, going to be 29. Now 3,000 Johnny, 30, 100, 31, and 30 here now, 31, 31, 32, and 32, 32, 32, 30, 31, 2, you're out Johnny, 3,200, 31, get 2, 32, now 3, and 33, we get 33, 33, 33, Brian, you're out, 33, now 4, and 3,400, and 34, you get 5, and 3,500, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, 6, and 35, 600, and 35, going to be 600, going to be 35, going to be 600, and 35, going to be 600, Johnny, you're out, 3,600, and 35, we get 600, going to be 35, going to be 3,600, and 35, going to be 600 here, going to be 35, going to be 6, Brian, 3,500, Williford. 4-year-old. Here is a 4-year-old pair here. 2,000. 22 and a half, and 250, and 20, we get 2 and a half, going to be 2,500, and 25, 7 and a half, 27 and a half, going to be 3,000, we get 3,000, we get 3,000, we get 3, and 3,000, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, down 250, and 32 and a half, what about 1, and 3,100, we get 3,100, 31, and 3,100, we get 3,100, we get 3,100, 31, you get 1, and 31 here, 31 here, 31, we get 31, we get 31, we get 31, we get 31, going to be 1, Johnny, 3,000. By herself. 125, 25, and 25, 25, 27, and 25, 27, and 27, and 27, and 27, 50, and 27 and a half here, 27 and a half here, and bit of that here, going to be 27, going to be half, now 30, now 30, and 30, we get 30, gray, 27 and a half, 5X, just X, gray X, just X. Nine years and 7 months. 2,000, 2,100, 21, and 21, 21, 21, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25 here, 25, 607, and 27, $8, and 20, hey, now 9, now 9, we get 9, 20, hey, going to be 900, and 20, hey, we get 900, going to be 20, hey, going to be 900, going to be 20, hey, we get 900, going to be 20, hey, we get 9, Braden, 20, 800. $4 a pound. Weigh them. 410, 420, 430, 440, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 490 a pound. 490 to get 5. $5 a pound, 10. 510 a pound, 510. 510, 20. 510, 20. And 510, 20 to get 520, to get 520, to get 520. Giovanni, 510. Two-year-old family. 2,500, 25, 25, and 25, 27, and 27, and going to be 3,000, going to get 32.55, and 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 35, 3,500, and 30, going to get 500, yeah, Johnny, and 30, going to get 500, going to be 35, 750, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and going to be 37.50, and 30, going to get 7, going to be 37, going to be 37, going to be 37, going to be half. Brian, 3,500, Williford. 6 years old. She's 8 months, guys. 2,000. 2100, yeah, 21, and 21, 21, 2, 3, and 23, 24, 25, 25 here, 2500, 24, 5, and 24, 5, and 24 to 5, 500, 25, 600, and 25, going to be 6, 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 800, and 20, hey, going to be 2800 here, 7, 800, and 20, hey, going to be 2800, going to be 27, Midday here, going to be 27, 8, Johnny, 2700. Five years and 7 months. What a cow. 2,000 and 2,100 and 25. We get 2, we get 3, we get 4. Going to be 5. Going to be 6 now. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 2,700 and 6, 7 and 7, 7, 7, 800 and 20. Going to be 2,800. Going to be 2,800. We get 2,800. Going to be 28 and 27. Give 8 and 27. Going to be 2,800. Going to be 27. Going to be 2,800 and 27. Going to be 8. Johnny, 2,700. Four years and she's 8 months. 2,000. 2,100 and 25. We get 2 and 2,200 and 25. Going to be 2, 22, 22, 22, 21, 2, 21. Going to be 200, 22, 3, 24, 25, 26, 2,600. 25. Going to be 6. 26, 7 and 6, 7. You're out. You're out. 26, 7 and 6, 7 and 7, 7, 7. 2,700. Going to be 2,700. Going to be 27. Going to be 100. Johnny, 2,600. Wake out, 35, 35, and 37 and a half, and 30, 7, going to be 30, 7, and 40, and 40, 40, 40, 42 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, 5, and 45 here, 45, 47, 47, 50, another 53, 50, 50, going to be 150, and 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 here, S, 147 and a half, 4. Four years old. She's 7 months, guys. 4 by 7 plus 2,000. 21, 2, and 22, 3, and 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26, 7, and 6, 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, 2,700, and 27, going to be 20, hey, going to be 20, hey, going to be 2,800, and 27, going to be 2,800, going to be 27, now 827, going to be 8. Johnny, 2,700. Eight by 7, 8 years and 7 months, 2,000. 21 and 21 and 21, 21, 22 and 22, 23, 22, 3 and 23, 3, going to be 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 23, 3 and 2,300 I sold her 2,200 Califo. Yep. $1.50. $1.55, and 55, tune open, 55, and 55, and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, and 55, 60, 70, 80, we get 90, we get 2, go to be 10, go to be 210, and 210, 20, and 210, 20, but 210, 20, go to be 210, 20, go to be 210, 20, Bryce, 210, 9. 8 by what? 8-year-old, she's 5 months. 8 by 5 right there, here, 2,000 and 21, yeah, 21 and 20 and 21, 21, 21, 2100 and 2100 here, where then here on 35 and 35 and 37 and 37 and 40, we get 40, we get 2 and a half 5 and 47 and 47 and 50 and on 53, we get 50, 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 2 and a half and 2 and a half, we get 2 and a half 5 and 55, 55, 55, 55, 55 given, 52 and a half given. 4 years and 5 months here, 1,500. 15 and a half, and 15 and a half here, half here, half here, 1,500, and 15 and a half here, 16, half, and 17, we get 17, 1,700, and 17, we get 17, going to be 17, we get 17, we get 17, going to be 17, going to be 17, going to be 100. Dylan, 16 and a half. 8-year-old, 7 months. 2,000. 8 by 7. 2,000, 2,100, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2,100, going to be 2,100 here, going to be 21, 2, 3, and 24, and 24, 25, and 26, and 25, going to be 600, going to be 25, going to be 600 here, 25, going to be 600, and 25, going to be 2,600 here, and 25, going to be 6. Braden, 2,500. $35, 35, 35, 37, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, going to be 37 and a half here, 37 and a half. Chris, 135, 15. How bad? If it's just one all day, that's a pretty good day. Five-year-old, $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 57, 60, and 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, going to be 2 and a half, going to get 2 and a half, 5, and 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 here, 5 here, Cavis, 62 and a half. Nine years and 8 months, 2,000. 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2100, and 2100 here, 21, 21, 2100, going to be 22, going to be 22, going to be 3, 4, 5, 600, and 2600, and 25, going to be 6, and 25, 50, and 25, going to be 25, going to be 25. You're Braden, you're out. 25, 50, 25 and a half, 25, give a half, 600, Johnny, 2600, 26, Johnny, 2,600, and 25 going to be 2,600 here, 5 going to be 6. Braden, 25.50. Here comes your boss, Braden. Be careful. 35, 35, 35, 35, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, 37, going to be 37, 50 to 40, and 40, 40, 40, 2 to 5, and 45, 45, 45, 45, 47, 47, 47, now 50, and 50 to 2 to 5, 52, 55, and 55, 57, 57, 57 and a half here, 57 here, going to be half. Booker, 155, 11. Andrew. 35, 35, 35 half, and 37 and 40, 40, 2 and a half, 45, 47 and a half, 47 and 50, and half, 50, 2 and a half, going to be 5, and 55, 57, 57, going to be 60, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 65, and 65, 65, and half, 5 here, Booker, 62 and a half, 13. Six and open, $1.50. 55, 55, 2 and a half, 5, and 55, 57, going to be 60, we get 2 and a half, 5, and 65, 65, 65, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, going to be 67 and a half, and 67 and a half here, Booker, 165, 13. 5 and open. $1.50. 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 2.5, and 55, 55, 55, 55, jiggy 5, 55, 55, and a 5, 7.5, 57, 60, and now 60, we get 2.5, we get 2.5, we get 5, and 65, and a 5 here, $5, we get 5, we get 5, now 5 here, Booker, 162.5, 13. So when they got here, they picked up a 2, that man, they really hated driving all the way here for 2 head. We really thought you guys would have more. Cody goes, well, hey, my brother's got 4 or 5 at his house, and I got 3 or 4 at my house if you want to come look. So they bought them all. That boat at Andy's and Cody's. But he got here with 2, ended up with 11. What'd you say about queso? That sounds pretty good right about now. Six years old, she's 4 months. I'm going to wear her, guys. I think she's got some long toes, and she kind of runs uphill a little bit. $1.50. 52.5, 5, and 57.5, going to be 60, we get 2.5, we get 5, 7.5, now 67.50, and 67.5, going to be 70, and now 70, we get 9. You got her. That's easy. I know what it means. Oh. What happened to the cheese? Yeah. Andy, is it raining out your way? Nothing? That's it? $55, 55, 55, 75, 57, 57, 60, and 2.5, we get 2.5, and as I get 5, 65, and 65, and as I get 5, 65, Booker, 62.5. Hi, Mark. Where you been all day? He looks pretty fresh. I'm waiting on you. Come on, Mike. Shouldn't take that long. $35, yeah, 35, and 37.5, and 37.5, 37, 40, and 42, and we get 2, and we get 45, 7, and 50, and 50, and 2, and going to be 2, and we get 5, and 57, 57, going to be 60, and 60 there, here, 8, 9, 60, 1, and 61, 2, we get 2, 61, 2, and 61, 2, 161. GB. 35, 35, and 35, 35, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 40, and 40, 40, 42 and a half, 2 and a half, 5, and 45, 45, here, 45, here, 750, and 47, and 47, now 50, and now 1, and 50, 51, 2, 3, 53, 54, 5, and 56, and 55, 56 out of here, 5, 6 out and 55, now 6, here, 5, now 6, here, now 6, Booker, 155, 14. Six-year-old, 55. 55, and 57, and 60, and 2 and a half, 2 and a half, ziggy-divide, 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 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 70, now 1, and 71, 2, 71, 2, 71, 2, grade 10, 171. $61, and $61, has $61, 2, 2, 61, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now 7, hey, 9, 9, 70, now 1, 70, and 9, 70, 70, 70, 70, same way, 169. $55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 7, 57, 57, 57, 57, 57, 50, 57 and a half here, Booker, 155, nothing. $51, 50, 51, 50, 51, 2, 53, 4, 5, 6, 7, 57, 9, 6, 1, and 2, 2, now 3, 3, 62, 3, and 2, 3, 3, 2, now 3, book, 162, nothing. Cowboy, you got any show steers on feed this year? Yeah. Huh? Locked and loaded. Ricardo, you gonna shoot any fireworks this weekend? Firecrackers? You gonna? You just. How's them cows, guys? 6-year-olds cows. 2,000, sell the pairs, 2,000, 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, and 21, 2, and 23, 23, 22, 3, and 23, 23, 23, 22, and 3, and 23, 4, and 24, 5, 6, and 25, 50, and 25, going to be 26 and a half, and 6 and a half here, half here, half here, going to be 26 and a half, and 26 and a half here, half here, half here, going to be half, 26 and a half. Johnny, 2,600. Bill Kevin side. 2,000, 2,100, 21, and 21, 21, 22, and 3, and 23, 22, and 3, 300, and 23, 4, and 24, 24, jigga had 24, 23, 50, and 23, 4, and 24, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, 25, 25, 50, and 6, and 26 and a half, 26 and a half, 26 and a half, 27, and 27, 50, and 27 and 800, and 28, 50, 50 and a half, 8 and a half, 8 and a half, going to be 28 and a half, here, going to be half. Chris 8, 2,800. She can raise you a couple of them. 2,000. 21, and 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, 22, 21, 2, and 21, 2, and 22, 3, and 22, 3, going to be 22, 3, 22, 3, going to be 22, 3, going to be 22, 3, going to be 22, 3, 4, 24, 5, 6, 7, 27. Yeah, Johnny, 2,700. 26-7, 26-7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 26-7 here, 2,700, going to be 7. Dylan, 2,600, 2. Thank you, cowboy. Surely. $85, $85, $85, $85, $85, $87, $87, $87, $87, $85, $87, $87, $50, $87 and a half here, $87, going to be $87 and a half. Gibbon Bull, $185. See ya. $55, 55, and 7, 60, and 2, and 2, and 5, 55 here now, 5 here, 2, 5, house, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 67 and a half, 67 and a half. Booker, 165 straight. $25, 25, and 25, 27 and a half, and 27 and 27 and 27 and 27 and 27 and a half here now, 30, now 30, 2 and a half, 30, you're going to get 2 and a half, 35, and 35, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 37, and 40, and 40, 40, 40, you're going to get 2 and a half, 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 S, 144. $2 $75.80 and 75 give 80 85 here going to be 85 85 85 85 85 90 and 90 here 190 95 and 95 and 2 going to be 5 going to be 5 going to be 5 going to be 210 15 and 225 and 225 and 30 230 30 30 going to get 30 230 Bryce 35 and 35 going to get 35 235 going to get 235 going to Bryce 239. 4 years and she's 7 months bred. 2,000. 2100, yeah, 21, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 2, we get 3, 24, 24, 25, here, 25, 600, now 7, and 7, and 7, 7, 7, 7, we get 9, 28, 9, 3, now 1, and 31, and 32, 32, 32, 31, 2, 31, 2, 31, we get 2, 31, good to be 2, Johnny, 3200, Johnny, you're out, 31, give 2, 31, we get 2, now 33, 33, now 4, Johnny, 34, and 33, we get 4, going to be 33, we get 4, going to be 33, 4, and 3400, going to be 33, we get 400, 33, we get 400, 33, we get 4, Chris 3, 3300. 6 years old, she's 7 months, 21. 2100, yeah, 21, and 20, and 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 21, 22, 22, 22, we get 3, 24, you get 5, 26, 7, and 7, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7 here, and 2600, 7, and 2700, going to be 26 pounds, 7 here, Braden, 2600. This cow's crippled, bring her back, bring her back, bring her back.
What the heck?
100 cows yesterday, gets 500 today.
You think we're in a big time drought or something?
Yeah.
It's 500 a week.
Every week.
Where are they all coming from? I mean, I know Chris sends a bunch, but they just everybody bringing 10 or 15
One.
or one.
200 consigners bring one.
She got long toes. Little long-toed cow. 2,000. She's still going to have you a baby. 6 by 7. 2,100. 2,200. 2,300, Braden. 23, 24, 25, 26. 2,600. Sold 2,500, Braden. Long-toed cost you $100, Ricardo. $2 years. She's open. $2. 2.5 and 2.5. It'll get 5. 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 205, 10, 210, 210, 210, 210, and 210, 15, and 15. Going to be 20. It'll get 25. Going to be 35 and 35, 40, and 240, 40, 40, 240, Bryce, and 240, 40, 40. It'll get 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 40 here, Chris. 235, 7X. $7 years, 6 months. Nope, I'm aware. $1.20. 125, yeah, 25, 30, and 30, we get 32 and a half, 35, 35, 35 here, 35, 35, 35, now 5, and 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, now 37 and a half, now 40, 140, 140, both out, 140. Spin her on time, Ricardo. $140, 2.5. Wait on him, wait on you. Sold her 140, Chris 16. Chris 16. They're square up, Rob. 75. Yeah, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75. It'll get 75, it'll get 75, 2.5, 5. 75, Rob, you're out. 75. 77 and a half. 80. 2.5. Did you get it? 5. 85. 87 and a half. S, 185, 6. 8, make him an 8. These cows are 5 and 6 years old. How far bred? See, Rob? 5 by 6 and 6 by 6. What a set of cows, guys. Who are you working on here, Led? James Macy. 2,000, 20, 100, and 21, and 21, and 21, 21, 2, we get 3, we get 4, we're going to be 25, 6, 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 7, and 6, 7, and 6, 7, and 7, and 7, 800, and 20, we're going to be 900, and 9, 3, and 1, and 31, 31, 31, 31, we get 31, we get 31, we get 31, we get 31, 31, 31, you bidding? 31, 31, 3,100, 3,100, we get 1, feeder steer price, 3,100, 3,100. Sold them at 3,000. Braden. That's it. You guys have a good week. We'll do it again. Don't know if we're having a sale tomorrow or not just yet. Nothing tomorrow. We're selling everything Wednesday. Selling everything Wednesday. You guys have a good day. We'll see you Wednesday morning.